Welcome to Rebecca&Nicky's adventure, Rediscovering China. In this episode, we'll take you on a road trip through southwest China. From snowy mountains to sunny valleys, from breathtaking landscapes to a little chaos along the way. But of course, what's a road trip without the car breaking down? But before all that, let's rewind to the very beginning.
Honey, guess what? I just booked us one-way tickets to China. So this time, we're doing it a bit differently. Not this kind of cuckoo different. We flew to Chengdu, one of the most iconic cities in China. But by different, we didn't mean that Chengdu was our final stop. Quite the opposite. This time, it's just the beginning.
From here, the capital city of Sichuan, we're heading south to the sunny Yunnan province, starting a road trip into the unknown. We'll pass through Xichang, one of the southernmost cities in Sichuan, and reach the Chuzhong-yi Autonomous Prefecture in Yunnan, covering a total distance of 678 kilometers. After exploring Yunnan, we'll take a slightly more eastern route back to Sichuan, passing through cities like Zhaotong, Yibin, and Zigong, before returning to Chengdu. The entire return journey covers 746 kilometers. So buckle up. It was finally time to hit the road. You might notice the weather wasn't exactly great, and we were bundled up in extra layers. That's because all of this was filmed back in winter, which is also why we are driving to the south. A fun fact in the eyes of Yunnan locals: if you look at a map of mainland China, everywhere in the north is way too cold, and everywhere in the south is too hot. But Yunnan is the one oasis where every season feels like spring. As a result, every Chinese New Year, highways heading south are jammed with cars from central Sichuan. Chengdu locals call it the Train A Army, all marching their way down to the south.
It's basically the Chinese version of Nordic people rushing to the south for some sunshine in the wintertime.
And yep, we are part of that migration too. My parents bought a retirement home in Yunnan to escape Sichuan's damp gray winters.
And just to prove why Yunnan is perfect for retirement, let me show you what we saw after we arrived. This is how lively a park in Yunnan can be in wintertime. You will find aunties singing karaoke with their friends, and if you just walk 100 meters away, you will find another uncle also singing karaoke. Even the animals enjoys the park. Others will be playing cards or mahjong. Kids can enjoy the playground. You can even get a massage. And most commonly, everyone is invited to the dance parties. It's a great way to get some exercise with the locals.
So we hit the road on our way to meet my parents there. Our plan was to make it to Yunnan in 2 days, and on day 1, we aimed for Xichang. That's about 430 kilometers from Chengdu, which should take us roughly 5 hours on the highway.
But just 1 hour into the trip, things went sideways. Okay, we are stranded in the middle of the highway right now. Basically the car just started going slower and slower.
Yeah, you cannot accelerate anymore, and it just decided to give up. So we have to pull over on the side of the highway, and then now we are calling for help.
Let's see if we can even continue this road trip anymore. We're just 1 hour into it, so
yeah, let's see.
To be continued.
Okay, let me share a little life lesson from my own experience: how to handle car breakdown on a Chinese highway. Step 1. Ease your car into the emergency lane and turn on your hazard lights. Step 2. Set up a walling triangle about 150 meters behind your car so other drivers know to slow down.
Just put up the triangle for everyone else to know that there's somebody stopping here, so hopefully help will arrive soon and there won't be any complications.
Step 3. Dial 12122 for highway rescue. Explain what happened and wait for backup. God love China's speed. Our rescue arrived in just 20 minutes.
But here's the new problem. It was just 3 days before Chinese New Year, kinda like 3 days before Christmas in the West. And most mechanics were already on holiday. The rescue truck driver said he tried to tow us to a big repair center in the near city Meishan. Otherwise, no fix, no trip to Sichuan.
To be fair, this old manual Nissan has served us well for 15 years. I guess he just picked today to retire. But here's the good news. We actually found mechanics still working. After a quick check, they told us the clutch was burned out. The best part? When they heard we had to reach Sichuan today, they said, "No problem, we'll make it happen." It would take 5 hours, but they promised to get it done the same day. I was honestly so touched and so relieved. What a lucky turn.
Okay, we need to wait for like 5 hours or something, so yeah. To kill time, we're going to a mall now instead in Meishan.
Honestly, in moments like this, nothing feels warmer than grabbing a dessert and a hot cup of milk tea. And if one isn't enough, then two will do the job. That was probably the very beginning of my love affair with Chinese milk tea, especially the jasmine tea-based ones. Fast forward 3 months, and let's see just how far my milk tea skills have come.
Alright, let's start with our challenge. First one.
Good me. Auntie Jenny. Chachi. Chapena.
What? You're lying, right?
Did I get them right?
Yeah, you got it all right, but you can see through this, or?
No.
I don't believe this.
I've just been in China for so many months. I'm the queen of jasmine milk tea.
No way. Super fun challenge. But let's not forget our road trip. Time always flies when you're with your loved ones. Before we knew it, the hours were gone, and we're already back at the repair center. So now apparently after 4 hours, we're back. And it seems like it's gonna be done soon, so let's hope we will be on the road again very soon.
Seems that we are able to continue our trip today, so let's hit the road.
After saying goodbye to Meishan, we were back on the road. 4 more hours to Sichuan, hopefully we'd made it by midnight. As we drove, the changing landscape kept surprising us. Sichuan is basically a basin, flat in the middle, but surrounded by mountains on all sides. So as soon as we drove a little out of central Sichuan, mountains start rising all around you, layer after layer of misty peaks, winding roads.
It looks just like a traditional Chinese painting. As a foreigner, for the first time, I really understood why Chinese artists painted these landscapes. Seeing it in real life made the paintings come alive.
These mountains reminded me of a famous line by Li Bai, the ancient Chinese poet, 蜀道难，难于上青天. In the ancient times, entering or leaving Sichuan was incredibly difficult. But thanks to modern technology, tunnels now make crossing these mountains much easier. Nowadays, getting out of Sichuan basically means driving through tunnel after tunnel after tunnel.
But I've got to give them credit. They really try to keep things interesting. Some tunnels are lit up like nightclubs. Others feel like you're driving through an art gallery. They're really doing their best to make sure drivers don't get bored to death along the way.
Just when we thought we're finally about to make it to Sichuan, fate hit the pause button again. The traffic suddenly came to a full stop. Moments later, highway officers began directing every car to exit. Turns out it had started snowing in the mountains ahead, and the road was too dangerous to stay open. The entire highway was shut down. And just like that, we were exiled to a little city called Shimin. With no other choice, we had to find a room here and call it a night. Road trip day 1 officially foiled again.
Good morning. So it's 10 in the morning now. So basically last night there was snow on the highway, so they completely blocked it and we had to just sleep here for the night. And funny enough, like apparently hotels here requires you to go to police stations first as a Uyghur. That was a bit of an interesting thing. Luckily we found a hotel in the end that allowed me to sleep here. So as you can see now, this is the queue to go to the highway. It's finally moving. It has just been blocked for I don't know how many hours this morning. So yeah, let's get going for today.
As we drove deeper into the mountains, everything suddenly turned white. Trees, rooftops, even the rails were covered in snow. That's when we realized maybe getting stuck last night wasn't such a bad thing after all. Sure, we had a hotel booked in Sichuan. Sure, we were delayed. But if this was the price we had to pay to see such breathtaking snowy mountains, then honestly, no complaints. Totally worth it. That's the beauty of traveling. You can plan all you want, but life always finds a way to surprise you. The only thing we can do is embrace the detours and be grateful for the views they lead us to.
As we descended from the snowy passes, the landscape transformed before our eyes. Within hours, winter faded away, white mountains became warm red valleys, and foggy skies turned into golden sunshine. That's the beauty of traveling in a country this vast, where seasons can change within a single drive.
And just like that, we had made it. We're officially in Yunnan. Waiting for us were familiar faces, my parents, relatives, and endless delicious meals that our stomachs could handle. Now that's what I call a good road trip ending. Or should I say, the beginning of a new chapter. Because next, we're exploring Yunnan in Yunnan, home to one of the oldest human fossils ever discovered in East Asia. A place where history doesn't go back centuries, but millions of years. Stay curious, stay kind. See you in the next adventure.